Yes, guys, I'm back. It's me, Gabe the goalkeeper, and today the video we're going to be making is how to wash your goalkeeper gloves. Some reasons you might need to wash your goalkeeper gloves are because if you train a lot, all that sweat, dirt, and bacteria, it's going to sit in your gloves and it's just going to become nasty and smell. And we've all had nasty, smelly gloves before, and we know it's not pleasant. Some of the benefits you can get from washing your goalkeeper gloves are enhanced grip, longer lifetime, better durability, and the smell's not going to knock out whoever's taking you to practice. Wait, before I show you how to wash your goalkeeper gloves, there are a few rules about what you can and cannot use. One thing you cannot use is hand soap. This stuff was made to kill germs and disgusting stuff. So what do you think it's going to do to your latex? Not anything great. Another thing you can't use are sponges and scrubs. All the bristles are super strong and stiff, so whenever they're rubbing against your latex, it's just going to create holes, and let's be honest, nobody wants holes in their palms. But some things you can use to wash your goalkeeper gloves are special soaps made for goalkeeper gloves. Like, for instance, I'm using Royce Reinvigorate Glove Wash. The way to tell if something is made for washing gloves is if it is stated on the bottle, made for goalkeeper gloves or made for latex. And there is another company that I have not tried, but I heard is pretty good. It's called Glove Glue Wash. Like I said, I haven't tried it. I don't know how it works, but I do know that the Royce Reinvigorate works well. Now, I know you guys have been waiting, but this is the last bit of information I need to share before we get underway with washing the gloves. And it's how to know when to wash your gloves. So me personally, I wash them after every training session. But if you're not gonna, here's 3 indicators that you need to wash your gloves immediately. Number 1, your gloves stink. Now, let's be honest, it's pretty embarrassing showing up to training, opening up your bag, taking out your gloves, and it smells terrible. All your teammates are looking at you. You're so embarrassed. And sadly, that's one of the main indicators to tell when it's time to wash your gloves. Number 2, you're not getting the same grip from your gloves that you've used to been getting. And that's mainly because that's all of the dirt and sweat piling up on the palms of your gloves, preventing the latex from being able to stick to the ball. So if you've been noticing that the ball's been sliding out of your hands, or you're just not getting that comfortable catch feeling, maybe it's time to wash your gloves. Number 3, your gloves are looking raggedy. Now, the reason they're probably looking that way is because you're not washing them and not maintaining them well. And washing your gloves is probably the best way to get them to last a year or 2 years. And if you're just not washing them, they're not going to last that long. You're going to have to buy another $100, $90 pair halfway through the season. And let's be honest, we don't got that type of money. So if your gloves are looking raggedy, it's probably time to start washing your gloves at least twice a week. Great. Now let's learn how to wash our goalkeeper gloves. So what you're going to want to do is go ahead and get your gloves pre-soaked before the washing. As you can see, that's what I'm doing. I'm just getting them soaked and then wringing them out. So all the easy to get out dirt, you can get that out quickly and it will just save you some time on the washing process. So what you want to do is just get it soaked, squeeze it about everywhere, make sure that you get all the water all throughout the glove. You want to make sure you get as much liquid in there as possible to get all those dirt particles out, because you don't want them staying in there. You're going to want to do that for both gloves for about 5 minutes just to make sure that all excess dirt is out. After you thoroughly squeeze through your gloves for about 5 minutes on each one, then you are ready to start the next step on this process. The next thing you're going to want to do after you pre-soak your gloves is put them on and start wringing them out by squeezing your fists really hard. What that's going to do is all the dirt I was talking about earlier, it's going to get any last bit of dirt out. And as you can see, the water's already looking kind of brown, which is how much dirt you can get out just by squeezing, and we haven't even started washing yet. Once you do have your gloves on, then you can start wringing it out. As you can see, I'm kind of struggling. So yeah, once you get them on, just tie the wrist strap and just start squeezing like that. You're going to get a lot of water and a lot of dirt out. And if you need to wet them again, that's fine. It's just, remember, the point is to get the dirt out. After you're done squeezing your gloves, you want to get your goalkeeper glove wash out. And I use Royce Reinvigorate. And all you're going to want to do is apply a little bit of a squeeze onto one palm of the glove. I would say scrub like you're washing your hands, and do that for about 5 to maybe 10-ish minutes if you really want to. I think 5's enough, but if you really want to get a good clean, I recommend 10. And yeah, just scrub them like you're washing your hands. Get all that soap everywhere by squeezing your gloves. And make sure you get everywhere, like in between all the cracks and crevices. You might even, like I'm about to show now, like take off your wrist strap and start scrubbing that. Like, see right there? Yeah, just rub it down, maybe squeeze some soap on it. That also gets surprisingly dirty, like the wrist is where all your sweat is going. So I would really recommend giving your wrist strap and your wrist point a good scrub. And like I said before, make sure you're getting everywhere, because you do really want to get out all that sweat and dirt before you put them back on. And then after your 5 to 10 minutes of washing, you're going to want to just get your gloves soaked and start wringing them out to get all the soap out. And make sure you get as much soap out as possible, because you don't want to have those wet, soapy gloves for training the next morning, do you? When you're wringing out your gloves, you are going to try to squeeze them like you did before by squeezing your palms, and you are going to try and get every single finger wringed out as much as possible, because, like I said, you don't want any excess soap or water in your gloves for your next training session or maybe the next morning. And although I'm using soapy water, you probably should get new water to wring out your gloves. It would just be easier, because I'm having to do a lot more because there's still soap in the water. And when you're done washing, you're going to let them air dry in a place that has lots of sunlight. So I'm opening up my blinds and just hanging them up like this on my rack, and I'm going to let them dry for about 3 to 4 hours. As you can see, my gloves are now nice and ready, and I can use them for training now, or maybe just a game with my friends. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please hit like and subscribe. And if you found it helpful, maybe you could share with one of your friends, or maybe you know another goalkeeper who could find this video helpful. Thanks, and this is Gabe the Goalkeeper, signing out.